Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Halt! Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Received. Moving to intercept.
Neutralizing hostile target.
Received. Ramming the
Auto drive now enabled.
Units, prepare to stop the vehicle.
Auto drive now disabled.
Control, we are still on the suspect. Over. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area. That does it. I'll shoot.
That's justice being enforced. Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Right, close this fucker down.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Anyone have visual? Anyone? Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over. Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
Waiting direction. Over.
I might have to be looking at an Albion deck for recruitment right now. Might be quite nice to have someone on the inside, you know?
Let's do this.
Message received. Moving in. Over. Can we please have officers standing by? Over.
road.
We are inbound. Stand by. Target has exited the car, maintaining visual.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Where did they go? Shit!
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of...
Right.
Somebody help the officer! Over!
Investigating. I got them!
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
I need a hand!
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
To be fair, they were doing crimes.
Teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
Move your ass!
Auto drive now enabled.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Auto drive now disabled.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Driving into the vehicle, over. Control, I need urgent assistance. Now! Control, a bystander has been hit. We're on their tail. Over. Control to units. Suspect is swimming away. I'm in pursuit of the target.
teammate to sort out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
Could have told you that was going to happen. No, let's actually get some work done.
You're listening to the bar.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass. Hello resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first, calm.
Suspects reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Remove yourself. Failure to comply
To the hostile's location. Over.
No fucking good. Fuck yourself.
I have them. Where did they go?
Target has cleared the checkpoint. Over.
There's our suspect.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Get me out of this!
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over. Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
All units, we are after the suspect.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors. This is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put optic
Target
on
is
my
long
dog,
gone.
can I train it to take
Disengage.
itself for a
Over
walk
and
and do
out.
my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first... I mean, it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So much there. Still looking after us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. I mean, SIRS really just stunned the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that God had retired. We think that the similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedoms, dishing out random punishments, peas in a pod. All it needs to do, sir, is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please. Please, not bacon. I couldn't do that. Courgettes. Ban courgette. I could take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just nice. It's reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra aunt.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is The Bug on the Buccaneer.
This is unsettling. Has anyone been inside here since the attack? Nothing but rubble and tragedy.
Yeah, so why does it look like the bad guys left? I'm just saying there's a lot of security for a repair job.
Good observation. Bagley, what should I be looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
check another area. I want the Spidertron locked down.
Look for the intruder. This Spidertron didn't just come out
Don't
of
see
nowhere.
anyone. I'll go over there. We should spread out and search the area.
You're listening.
WT fuck?
This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Christ, it's been ripped apart. Why was it here, Bagley?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Bloody no!
Thanks so far. No sign yet.
Fucker could be anywhere.
Oh shit. There's a place that you'll never forget.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
That was definitely something. Right, I'm putting a stop to this. This area is restricted. There's no way out.
1 more data relay and I'll have it.
I'm moving in. Check their last known position. No, fuck!
Hey, please come right now.
Oh.
You're just making this worse.
Need backup to my location.
Need to reload.
do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from D36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
All right.
Get yourself killed. Suspect's injured.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? What, think we'd go back here? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
You're just irritating, you know that?
Come out, wherever you are.
Give yourself up! Shit! Where did they go?
Target.
This fella's badly wounded.
We'll be fine in the morning.
As in Clan Kelly? Jesus, Mary and Joseph, the bloody gangsters were part of the bombings?
Oh, I've seen this on my murder shows. It's like a handoff. Kellys are just the suppliers.
Their contact didn't seem to be part of the same organization. Is it possible she's a part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, can you identify the operator of the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Wait, what? The feds watched all of this happen?
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
And what do you propose? I quantum tunnel through it?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good plan.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
All right.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
Zero Day has a signature.
Hurry. We've got other deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
Zero Day organized several groups in order to stage the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
Considering they had surveillance, it's clear the police force haven't disclosed everything they know about the attack.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
actioned. Oh God! Run! Don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Moving to the hostile's location. Be advised, we are on the trail.
Negative. No visual of the suspect.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
Albion personnel are protected under the emergency zone.
Bloody robots.
Only thing left untouched is the sign out front. Albion's taken over the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Grand. The exact improvement the police force needed was to be outsourced to bloody Albion.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Clear. Could be anywhere. No sign of them yet. Suppose I'll keep looking.
All right, get to move on.
Hang on.
All right, so be it. Ross!
Can't thank you, and I owe you one.
Who's that? I'm taking you in.
think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Precisely. Bagley, is this our spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you identify the user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Fine. Leave it to me.
Get this off me!
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Skulton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Child's play. This is exactly why I was recruited.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force could have, but who knows how long? When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? Don't tell me Albion has our best interests.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent part.
I have it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
Code 3, closest units proceed to alarm location.
Think the alarm's malfunctioning? I'll double check.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Strange. Why would the police force use another station unless it's off the books?
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, there's a real shift in the way that the world works. And let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk.
Is there a way to get in, Bagley?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's discreet, in a camera dead zone. Good place to conduct some less than legal business.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season. People living off grid started using...
Wow! It's like the Met built themselves an underground way station in here.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
So what were they investigating that led them to the Towan bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved. And they're involved in other crimes we can look into. A few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
This game cusses a lot.
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
I didn't think Albion could get any more corrupt. But working with the criminal syndicate?
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
And mass disappearances definitely sounds like something DedSec should look into.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Haha, you fell. I didn't. Hee hee.
Oh, shit.
What? I didn't do anything. You could have just arrested.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Is that meant to be a compliment? Thanks if it is.
Yeah, Bagley's quirks will go on you. He's honestly pretty hilarious. Nice work, by the
What do you
way.
think that feels?
Units,
Go, 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 go.
Or suspects reported near your location. Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue.
Well, chances of him being deported at this time are slim to none. He's probably stranded in the EPC, which is unpleasant.
I sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about
Is it over the bridge? Question. It is over the bridge.
cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. That seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early
Auto drive now
mindset. It was all
disabled.
about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger
drive now
is you're not trusting any one person to keep a track of who has what money or how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not
Auto
everybody
drive
now
now
wants
disabled.
to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash.
Good old-fashioned paper and foil.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
We need to find our contact. I assume you all realize that Albion finding out Angel is DedSec would be disastrous? For him as well.
Turn around and move.
Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Please tell me you're competent enough to have kept it off the record.
No worries, I'll spoof. Well, come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe how about once in a while? Like now.
Jesus. So because they're illegals, the government just packs them up and forgets about them? I mean, look at this chaos. How would they even notice if anything happened to anyone?
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
For fuck's sake. Mary Kelly is truly affiliated with every immoral operation in this city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Oh! Such a bellend.
No! I refuse!
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Wait. Get on the ground. Do it.
Oh, hell!
Don't know the lady's that strong. I love that attack. Okay, where's the key card? Okay, where's the key card at? Wait, it doesn't. Oh my god.
Yeah, so long. Go fuck yourself.
Now, where's that key card at? It's down. Oh, I know what I have to do. You saw that opening earlier? I have to go to there. Oh, shoot. Okay, where's the drone? I don't have a drone. Oh, it's in here. Shouldn't have been easy. My other one's over here. Can't downloading.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
Oh, we've actually...
Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing of problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Were you programmed to be insufferable?
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done.
Duh. Excuse me?
What you doing?
Well, it took me a while
What'd you find?
to get the right. When I finally, it took like the fourth or fifth password, then it was expired. So
I gotta get in there.
Put it in. Go to settings and go to the folder. Put it in the latest password. When you get a chance.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? Ain't no people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just get me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
That was an implant of some description. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Interesting. An implant in Angel's neck could be for a number of things. Monitoring health, tracking him maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Keep on him, Bagley. He may have escaped.
Fucker! Get it before he triggers!
You put anything except that in there? You don't have a username or anything, right? I'm just going to say computer password.
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
That is an O, right? And not a
Yes,
zero,
he
right?
might really escape.
And it's all together, B-Y-O-U-F-L. And then a star C.
Get fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Okay. That was unexpected. It must have been the microchip. Obviously more than a tracking device.
Seems like they had to switch it on, right? If Mary Kelly's involved, this isn't good. But at least Angel might be alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Oh no.
Oh my god, are you alright?
Why don't it be? Yeah, man, I like drinking proper.
Auto drive now enabled. Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency.
Auto drive now
Crypto
disabled.
now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be...
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. And let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
So this is where they brought Angel. Creepy, even by Clan Kelly standards.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him. Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Fuck it. We need to head back. I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
Fairly obvious what to do then.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Well, that's just great.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You all right? That man was a few seconds away from killing you.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on. You're Police Inspector Caitlin Lau, aren't you? We found your video logs. It was pretty reckless of you to pursue Mary Kelly on your own.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're DedSec, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Actually, we were tracking down a contact that went missing from the EPC. It led us here. We found where all the missing people were. Just Christ, the condition to find them in.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You look it? I'll get a teammate to escort you somewhere you can recover safely. And I'll find Angel and your files. Sounds like we could use them.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
This sounds like the beginning of a fruitful partnership then. Mary Kelly has just been added to the DedSec to-do list. Need to keep a...
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And...
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Stealing organs from vulnerable people. Jesus, this is vile. Mary Kelly has to be stopped, and soon. Christ, they're unrecognizable. Bagley, run a facial reconstruction. Maybe we can still ID them despite the damage.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... Never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day?
Cut the shit! I'll shoot!
Well done. You got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No shit.
Right. No. Okay.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now, or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Sure, yeah, I get that. You've probably even got a file on us, right? But if teaming up helps us stop Clan Kelly, that's what matters.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, call everyone together. We need to go over these files and figure out what the next move is.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
To The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. That seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. And let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distribution...
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger is you're not trusting any one person to keep track of who has what money or how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old-fashioned paper and coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stavkovic, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad.
Country, yeah, you know what him, yeah.
Listen, trying to get these GCSEs while trying to be this MC. Post on the one side of my knees, man, they know how to stop P. Getting gas on the 16, like a boss to come catch me. Might see me on JQ Road or from man in FP. Start putting my in when you want to get me in all out. Being on the hometown G's, me and my brothers been a pro out. The more was on the phone now, my rounds while I got going out. Man just got booked to the hood, there's a few more that I call out. Where you wanna buy? Where you telling them? 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 Tell them.
I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Look, bloody police state we live in. Seeing that does not make me feel safe.
You appear to be someone interested in helping London.
You're dead sick, aren't you? Maybe you can help me.
We'll see. What's the problem?
Here's the thing. I got involved with some smugglers for Clan Kelly. There was nothing to it at first. Just smuggling some cheese from the Netherlands, French wine, easy money. I don't know how we got to this point, but now I'm overseeing a shipment of guns coming into the city.
Go on.
I'm sick of this shit. I want to walk away from this, but I have to do something first. I need to make sure those guns are destroyed before they ever hit the streets. And I can't do it without your help.
All right. No time to waste then.
Cheers. Listen, help me with this and I'll return a favour. I always do.